Hi guys, welcome to Brandix Reviews, another edition of BXR Mailbag. This one I'm going to be looking into the Deadpool character and also the film that's coming out as well. And this is a submission that's coming from one of our regular contributors at the website, and that is Paul Cage. So thanks for this, Paul. Very good series of questions here. So let me kick this off anyway. Question that's come in: who and what is Deadpool? Until I heard chat about test footage, I had no idea who he was. Could you give a bit of background, how he came to be, etc.? Also, Ryan Reynolds is playing him. Didn't he play Deadpool in X-Men Origins? Are they linked? Okay, great series of questions there. I'm going to attack it from the beginning. Who and what is Deadpool? In a nutshell, now bearing in mind there's lots of different origins and stuff to characters' pasts, this is the very condensed version. Deadpool is a guy called Wade Wilson. And he was a guy who was in the military. He's a bit of a gobshite. He's kind of a bit of a loser, I guess, in a lot of ways. He contracted cancer and was offered this treatment, which was basically tied in with the whole Weapon X stuff. So they used Wolverine's healing genetics to just kind of experiment on him. And what the end result is an absolute mess. He's just scarred. He doesn't really have a lot of memories of who he was before. He's, dissociative identity disorder, I guess. He's kind of mixed with all the cancer and stuff, so like I say, he's an absolute mess when he comes out of it. But he's immortal. Now he ends up in this place where there's a lot of inmates, and him in the mess that he's in, there's what's called a Deadpool going. They're going to see who gets killed by the warden first, and they all bet on him getting killed first. That's not the case, but anyway, that's where he gets the name Deadpool from. So that's kind of the origin to how he becomes who he is. He gets the costume, he becomes a mercenary, I guess. Bit of an anti-hero, not really, not a stereotypical good guy, but not necessarily a stereotypical bad guy. He's kind of one of those characters like the Transporter, the Jason Statham film. He's technically a bad guy if you watch that first film, but you know, he's an anti-hero. So it's kind of there's plenty of other examples of characters like that. So that's in a nutshell who he is anyway. Like I say, he's immortal, so you can do whatever and he survives it. He's got a lot of other traits as well. He's the merc with a mouth. He's an absolute gobshite. He's very similar to Spider-Man in a lot of ways. He's a very fun character. He's a very colourful character. But he's very bloody, very graphic. He breaks the fourth wall a lot. He talks to you when you're reading the comics as the reader of the comics. Some of the computer games, he talks to the player of the computer games, you know. And in the film, I believe he's going to break the fourth wall. In fact, you see it in the trailer, so I know he is. And it was in the test footage as well. He talks to the viewer.
Oh, hello there. I bet you're wondering why the red suit. Well, that's so bad guys can't see me bleed.
Now, your next question about Ryan Reynolds, obviously playing him. He was Deadpool in the X-Men Origins Wolverine film from 2009. Now, they've kind of retconned that film in a lot of ways, because if you've seen the X-Men films, the last one, Days of Future Past, they've gone back and changed things timeline-wise. They've changed the past, and that X-Men Origins Wolverine film was set after Days of Future Past, so that's gone. So you've got a blank canvas again, essentially, that you could start with. So I don't know exactly how they're going to do it, if they're going to make any references, what they're going to kind of disregard or not. But yeah, Deadpool, it's Wade Wilson, played by Ryan Reynolds, he's back, and they're just kind of doing their own thing with him. So, I mean, the Deadpool that you saw in that film was heavily criticised by fans. The film itself wasn't all that great, so people that aren't even Deadpool fans probably couldn't really be arsed with it anyway. I didn't mind it in some ways. It was the way it looked, if you kind of disregard it, if you could disassociate it with what it's supposed to be, I thought it kind of looked cool. Stunt work was done by Scott Adkins, who's a great stunt guy. He was in Expendables 2, you might recognise him from that. He's a guy that kind of Van Damme's right-hand man in that film. But it had some good aspects to it, and the early part of that film with Ryan Reynolds as just Wade Wilson, pre-Deadpool, was great. I love that stuff.
Okay, people are dead.
It was kind of a shame how they took it, the direction they took it in. So yeah, all that's kind of like I say retconned now. In fact, in this film, you could see because he breaks the fourth wall. He could say, "Hey, remember that version of Deadpool that you saw in the other film? That's not me. This is a completely different guy." Man, they messed that film up big time, didn't they? He could say that in the film because he breaks the fourth wall. That'd be great if they do that. But you can see the trailer. I don't know if by the time you see this whether the green band or even red band official one will be online. At the time I'm recording this, all I've had access to is the leaked version. But it does look great, and it is R-rated as well, because the Deadpool character is very violent and he swears a lot as well, so we really wanted to see an R-rated Deadpool character, which is what we're going to get as well. So you make reference to the test footage as well. Yes, there's some test footage which I believe was filmed a few years ago. Well, not filmed, but made a few years ago. And Ryan Reynolds was part of that. And they leaked it last year to see what the fan reaction would be. And the fan reaction was positive. They then greenlit the film officially. So it's really great. It's kind of something that fans have wanted to see. From what I understand, it's not going to be a very high budget film. It's going to be fairly, in comparison to other films of this genre, it's going to be a bit lower budget, but that doesn't mean anything really. I'm sure it's going to be a great film. It looks awesome from the trailer. So that's pretty much my answer to that. There's a lot of other stuff that I could kind of say about this, but I don't want to ramble on too long, so I'm going to cut it short there. So I hope that answers your question. If there's anything else you want to know about Deadpool, let me know, and I'm happy to do other videos anyway if you have any more specific questions. So for now I'm going to leave it there. If you have any more submissions for the mailbag section, brandxreviews.com, you can go there. It's pretty much on social media as well. There's a video coming up now on how you can kind of find us. So for now I'm going to say thank you very much, Paul, for the submission. Thank you guys for watching the video, and we'll see you next time.
All right. So would you return to this? I mean, obviously there's a chance that you will return. Is it something you want to do?
Absolutely. I mean, the character I've wanted to do for forever. So, I mean, I feel like this is only a brief introduction to who Wade Wilson and Deadpool is. So, I think their idea is the reason they want him in the movie is to spin him off. So,
as an actor, which was it more fun to actually get into though? Because you do very different things as the two things.
You mean the two different characters I play in the movie? Oh, I like them both. I mean, it's pretty awful when your mouth is sewn up, though. You know, it makes lunch a sad place.
How do you actually eat? Through your nose?
You snort steak.
That's difficult.
Painful, too. Yeah. Doesn't look so good. Your eyes are watering. There's like a half a cow up your nose. It's really horrible.
Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Just so you know, for more news, reviews and retrospectives, you can like our page on Facebook, simply called Brand X Reviews. But as well as that, you can also subscribe to us on YouTube via this video. You can also bookmark our website, which is brandxreviews.com, which is pretty much a central hub for everything that I've just mentioned. So check that out, and we will see you next time. Thank you very much.